Hey everyone, okay, so I'm here with another video. Usually lately, we've been doing a lot of videos on workouts, but there's so many more components to fitness that are going to help you with gaining muscle, losing body fat, and then just overall improving the quality of life. So I always talk about the four components of fitness. There is quality cardio, and we've talked about that in videos, which we actually did a video on that besides weight training. We've done a video on talking about heart rates. I gave you the Carbonin formula so that you're doing quality cardio. Good resistance training that's good for you, whatever your goals are. Nutrition is a huge factor. We've done a bunch of videos, and we are going to be doing more. The next video that we're going to be doing is going to be on how to cook sweet potatoes. And then water is such an incredibly important aspect of it. We have an email that we send out to all of our clients with the philosophies on food and what we require of clients to communicate to us. And one of the things that's in there is talking about water and how imperative it is. So I have a whole bunch of bullet points that I wrote down that I wanted to make sure that I went over every single one of them. So I just had a client and I make my clients in their food logs write down how much water that they're drinking in a day, tracking it. I'm so mad my water bottle's right over there. I'm not going to run out. You know what? I am in a minute. I tell my clients that I would really love for them to drink about a gallon of water. That's 128 ounces of water. I encourage clients to get, hold on, and I'm back. A gallon, one of those half-gallon jugs. Now, I'm a huge fan of this one. I have dropped a million of them that I've ordered on Amazon for like 14 bucks. This one is on Amazon. I recommend spending the $26. I've dropped it a million times. I've been through 6 of the plastic ones. This is so much easier to track. So this is a 64-gallon jug. It keeps your water nice and cold. I put ice cubes in it this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. There's still a few in there. It's very, very important that you track it. Now, drinking caffeine is huge. If you drink coffee, and I tell clients that they can have coffee if they want it, it's what they put in it that makes it not good. Not them, what people put in it, not my people. For every 8-ounce cup of caffeine that you have, you need to drink an additional 16 ounces of water. It's very important to stay hydrated. There are so many people out there that aren't hydrated enough, and hydration is important when it comes to whatever your goal is. Weight loss, weight gain, muscle gain, increasing strength, and overall improving the quality of life. So I'm going to talk about the first one. Well, I'm going to pretty much go over all of them. When you're dehydrated, there's more of a chance of you getting headaches. So if you're somebody that suffers from migraines or headaches, I recommend you increase your water. I also recommend you pay attention to the amount of sodium that you're taking in. Man-made food has a lot of sodium. If you add additional salt, which I don't allow any of my clients to do, that also dehydrates you. You can really never make up for extra salt. Those soy sauces and stuff like that, marinades, a lot of the dressings that are high in salt. But let's just say if you're eating food in its most natural state, as little man-made food as possible, then getting in enough water is going to definitely help with those headaches if you're, again, not having food that's too high in sodium. So headaches is one. Stomach pain and heartburn. So there are people that suffer from stomach aches and stuff like that. You're looking at somebody that has Crohn's disease and colitis. I have not been on medication since I was 23 years old, and I'm going to be 40. And it's all because I don't eat any man-made food. Everything that I eat is in its most natural state. I don't add any seasonings to my food. And then I make sure that I drink lots and lots and lots of water. One of the main things that happens to me if I get an attack, which it's been at least 3 years since I've had a Crohn's attack, one of the things that I notice is when I'm dehydrated, that I am more prone to getting an attack. And Crohn's attacks are worse than labor pain, and I can vouch for that since I have a kid. Sleep deprivation. So you are more likely to get good REM sleep when you're hydrated enough. This is a big one for me, and I like to teach my clients about this. Getting injured and feeling injuries. You are more likely to get injured when you're not hydrated enough and you're trying to get in a workout. And then if you have injuries, I have a pinched nerve in my neck. I have shoulder issues. I have elbow issues. I've had bursitis in my hip that I sometimes feel. I've been told by a doctor that I needed a double knee replacement because patella malalignment. I have problems with my lower back. I mean, I have fasciitis in my feet, so many different issues. And if I was to have too much sodium, I would feel all those. Some of them I'm going to feel anyway, like my pinched nerve and my hand goes numb. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night. That's a recent issue that I'm dealing with, but I am dealing with it. I'm not struggling with it. I'm coping with it, and I'm sucking it up, and I'm drinking lots of water, and I'm getting through it. And I'm doing my own little remedies, but whatever. The point is that you are more likely, if I was underhydrated or had too much sodium, I would feel all those 10 times worse. So if you have any injuries, I highly recommend that you try to hydrate more because you will notice that you will feel them less. Now, another big factor is recovery during an exercise and performance when you're actually doing the exercise. So the number is about 10%. So I've done a little bit of research so I can actually give you an exact number. So let's just say if you're in the middle of doing your workout and on a regular, good, hydrated day, you can do, 10 push-ups or 20 push-ups. On an underhydrated day, you lose about 10% of your strength. And then maybe you would be able to go right back into that after a minute or so, but now you need about a minute and a half to 2 minutes rest before you're able to start the exercise again because your recovery is lower because you're not hydrated enough. So that's a huge one. And if you're trying to, and it doesn't matter what the goal is, if you're trying to get jacked or if you're trying to lose weight, you're all should be trying to increase lean muscle tissue. So I always say, if you got a guy or a girl that wants to lose 100 pounds, and one of them is doing resistance training, one of them is in my program, and then one of them is just doing it with cardio. The person that's doing it with training and nutrition and quality cardio is going to burn 5 to 10 times the calories at rest. Their metabolism is faster on their training days, and they're going to get to their goal 5 to 10 times quicker because of the training part, because of burning more muscle at rest when you have more lean muscle tissue on you. So you don't have to try to put on muscle mass if you're trying to lose weight, but you are trying to put on muscle. So I encourage those that want to lose a lot of weight. Don't say I want to drop weight and then join, which I've heard that a lot when I used to be the fitness manager at Bally's and when I used to be a trainer at Bally's and then a trainer at New York Sports Club. So now the people are coming to us at our studio, so they already know that it's something that they do need to do. This is something we had to convince people of in the past. And when I say we, me and my husband, because we both literally went through almost the exact same thing. He was a trainer at a bunch of different gyms, and then we both got promoted, and then he just wasn't in New York, but whatever. So it's really, really important that no matter what the goal is, for you to get weight loss, even if you want to lose 100 pounds, you want to lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 5 pounds, 200 pounds. The resistance training is so important, and being able to maximize on your workout is very important, and getting enough water is important to that process. Then there are a few other things. It's very important, you should be all eating healthy too throughout this process. So for you to be able to maximize on the amount of nutrients, absorbing the right nutrients, using carbs the right way, all of your organs working properly inside, your kidneys and your liver and everything, that is, nutrient absorption is decreased when you're dehydrated. When you're dehydrated, your kidneys don't work as well, and kidneys are ones that they get rid of the toxins that are in your body. Water also increases fat metabolism, so what do we want to do? We want to burn more fat. So of course we want our body to be doing that, so when we're more hydrated, we are increasing that. And then when you're dehydrated, your liver has a certain function, and basically what it does is it helps use fat to generate energy. And when you're dehydrated, your liver doesn't work the way it's supposed to because it has to go and help the kidneys. So the most important part is being able to get in enough water so that all of your organs, whatever their function is, and each organ is meant for different things. The liver also helps teach your body how to use carbs for energy, and then any extra carbs get stored, and there are so many different functions of all our organs, and we want them all to work properly with the right nutrients that we take in, our food, the proper balance to food, and then water. I mean, I cannot stress enough how important water is. So, I really hope that you guys learned a lot about this. And you will also notice that your stamina in your workout and in your cardio will increase when you're more hydrated. So there's so many things that I touched up on this. I'm sorry that it was such a long video, but I really, really need you to know how important it is. And then remember that if you are drinking caffeine, if you're having any teas that have caffeine, if you're drinking a cup of coffee, I mean, I drink my coffee black now because I started to notice that the little creamers in there were giving me a little bit of a stomach ache, so I stopped doing that. Yes, I use Splenda. I put 1 Splenda in my black coffee, but I'm drinking anywhere from 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons of water. So, I mean, you literally have got to also, you should track it. I have a client that will literally put little like stickers. She puts stickers on her water bottle, and she's got like one side for the beginning part of the day, and I make her drink 1 gallon or plus more. So she's got to get to, let's say, like this post-it by 10 o'clock in the morning, then that post-it by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I recommend being that OCD about it. And then if she has a cup of coffee, which she doesn't have every single day, she knows that she's got to fill that thing up more than once. So if she fills it up twice, well, more than twice. If she fills it up twice, that's her gallon. Then she needs to drink a little bit more if she has 8 ounces of caffeine. So I hope this helped. I hope you guys like this. And go have a glass of water.